The Timberwolves in this one, as we bring you a Western Conference matchup here live from the Target Center in Minneapolis. Welcome, folks, and thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us here at 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our side.
I got him!
You look at this, they've got to be hoping that the road will be a little kinder to them than they just concluded.
And I think we'll see them try to come out strong here. They know it's just a short stint on the road, and this is where you want to play smart, efficient basketball in games like these and get back to that home court.
You know, in some ways, when you head out on a short trip like this one, the first game is they're going on a long trip. It kind of makes it a little easier to just go out there and play freely.
And the Rockets with possession here. It's a three-point game from the top of the key. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensive.
Chipped away. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. About a minute played so far here in the first.
Screen coming!
Lobbed up there.
Whether he's the ball handler or the roller, Edwards is always live in the two-man game.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, I did have a chance to talk with Minnesota's head coach. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green, and he said, we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Oh, what's up?
I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines.
Here we go.
I mean, this season series has been all them so far. They've been one step ahead the entire way. That has their confidence riding high coming into this matchup.
Now, here's Green. Anderson at the table with basketball royalty. Grant
Here we
Hill
go.
and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Taking a look at the Rockets.
You could call this a boomerang trip for them. Hitting the road, and just as soon as they get
Put it
they're
down,
headed
grab
back
it.
home again. So hopefully they're well rested and can make the most of these games.
Get up more because you know you'll be back home shortly. As you said, boomerang is the perfect phrase for it. You don't have to worry about setting the tone for a long stretch of games away from your own building.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Mismatch, but the game is played on the floor.
I see where you're going with that, BA. When I look at the talent disparity between these teams, it's wide and deep. It's a opportunity for any kind of surprise here.
Allie LaForce had a chance to catch up.
We talked about Fred VanVleet and how Coach hopes to counter him. Coach told me I'd love to put size on him and give him an unfavorable matchup. But the truth is, it's all about hustle. Just staying on his hustle. It's a pretty straightforward strategy, but Coach hopes it's effective.
And it's in there.
Just taking it right to the rim.
Three-pointer. Get the rebound. Houston with the ball. Here's Green. Inside. And a great assist by VanVleet as that one goes.
A gifted athlete with an explosive at his best.
Here's Gobert. Rockets with a rebound.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And how about the Fred VanVleet story? Hit me, I'm all-star, NBA champion.
It's one of the remarkable journeys in the history of the league. There are a number of guys that have gone undrafted and ended up being all-stars and champions, but you think about it, one of the things they have in common in my mind, BA, is a real understanding of who they are and what it's going to take to be successful. And then the willingness to put in the work and not be distracted by naysayers or the glamour of being a pro. They've got a real anchoring as to who they are and what their business is about, and then they maximize their ability. That's Fred VanVleet in a nutshell.
Right. All right, man.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. VanVleet.
Green coming.
Steps outside. Puts up a three. Grab that. Rebound. That's another look. Finally, they hit one.
That one play?
Camby's got 6 points.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
That was the drop. The Rockets lead by 4. Back comes Houston in transition. And that one's good. Green.
I just love his approach coming into tonight. Focused and aggressive.
Here we go. Attack. Here we go. Get a good look. Let's get a good shot.
And Camby pulls it down. And it's Houston's ball. A big stretch here going 10-2. And it's Green missing. And we're just over 7 minutes into this first quarter. Minnesota again missing.
Boy, I admire the fact he's a rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Pass to Marion.
Hey, yo, right here.
Big coming.
Gobert with it. Gobert with the stop.
Excellent mobility right there. I like when Gobert rolls to the rim with that aggression.
And
Timeout.
Has called timeout. A moment to rest and
Start it.
confer on the game plan. After years of finishing at the bottom of the West, things are looking up for the Rockets, Clark.
You know, BA, they've done a really good job of drafting and developing players. That combination can allow you to move forward. And along with signing complementary veterans, that adds to the mix as well. And they've done a nice job. And they've got future draft capital, too. So the Rockets are certainly on the rise.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Make some noise.
55 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Thompson. Basket counts.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's exceeding expectations so far.
Oh, no question, BA. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft. Edwards has been anything but a player. Now we're seeing him trying to compete for titles. The fancy dribbling from Thompson is showing he's not afraid to take some risk on offense.
And it's Randall with the jam.
Just another way Randall can beat you. Good hands for the Kings. Kick it out! Kick it out!
The open shot by Thompson. And that comes off the assist by Green. Thompson's got 6.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Get there, get there.
Back to DiVincenzo. Three-pointer off the mark. No good that time. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Rockets on top. They're up by 5. And back in a moment as Hook. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they did a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Size, explosion, he's a dangerous finisher, and we saw it right there. Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
Don't let him shoot
Up
that.
top, Edwards. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
Yeah, I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, you know, quite good to see. And his willingness to step into leading his team by example at the end of the floor.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Minnesota shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And that one falls for Reed. And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gets a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency.
Catch up with Allen from the sideline.
Brian Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brings a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood, with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Hey, right here. Here's Randall. Randall with the jam.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
Hey, yo, right here.
Thompson. Here's Easton. No good with the triple. The Timberwolves trail.
Hey, yo, right here.
There by Houston.
He's got to be mad at himself. Get a better look than that.
Outside Easton. Fires from deep. Throw it down.
That is what Şengün brings this team. The ability to turn misses into makes. Doing the dirty work down low.
Away. Pass to DiVincenzo. The kick out to Edwards. Edwards! Money on the triple. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there are still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A. With teams like the first, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse. But for some reason, take longer than others.
Scanning the floor. Now Green. Shot clock at 5.
Rotate the ball.
Here's Whitmore outside. Reed with the rebound. And Minnesota with possession here. After this one, they're at home against Sacramento. And that'll be their second of 4 total games. DiVincenzo with the steal. And the officials signal violation. Not careful there.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
So both teams making some changes here. A minute 53 left in the first half.
Come around.
And he's going for the line. Stolen by Conley. Here's Marion. Trifecta. And the Timberwolves lead by 3. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end.
You got it. Come on.
For them in the early going.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers.
That one's good for Brooks.
And when Brooks has his jumper working, the defense needs to locate him as soon as they can.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Van Vliet scanning the floor. Smith outside. Another 3 from Houston.
And Smith has such confidence rising up from deep. This is what's going to make him so dangerous here in the pros.
And he lobs it. Goes up and brings it down.
Gobert is a big target, especially when he's roaming around that rim.
For 3, Smith. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Minnesota in the lead. Nice. Gobert.
You know, he started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his rhythm.
Yeah, what an athlete Smith is. Excellent at rising up to punch it home.
Shot and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throws in the game.
The next
And
one.
can't get the first one.
Get this board, fellas. Get this board. Turn back on me.
Facing the second.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randall has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a very who plays with relentless energy.
It'll count. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so Conley will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 2-point game. The kick out to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. To Edwards. The 3, Conley. Rebounded by Houston. After this game, they can look forward to Philadelphia and the matchup against the 76ers. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. And you know, Clark, Fred VanVleet gives you a number of things. Leadership might be the most important.
It is certainly one of his great attributes there when you look at Fred VanVleet. Not very big, not super athletic.
Oh, come on!
Tough.
Grab that!
Stays with the ball, gets other people's shots, and has proven to be a clutch, consistent
Pass to Gobert. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Houston shooting their first free throw of the contest. The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500, Clark.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step back for the Rockets, no doubt.
Good rebound.
And I think it's a team that can sustain that trajectory.
Inside. The bucket coming off a perfectly placed pass. Conley's got his second basket of the game.
Get there!
VanVleet outside. Smith outside.
Can't guard me. Yeah, just effortless on his drives. I mean, Smith is such a smooth finisher. Very
Floats one up. Here's Marion. Last to finish the layup. Marion's got 5.
Then put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading positions right now. I mean, it's back and forth we go.
To the middle. And stolen by Gobert. Tried to dunk it home, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
Timeout.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
shooting 2.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke, but what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, BA. That's the name of their fan base. And yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group.
Something else, man! Show us some power!
Watch out now. Below, Edwards rising to the
And it's Whitmore missing. Minnesota leading by 3. To the inside. Here's Reed. And the Timberwolves score.
You can't allow Reed to get that kind of positioning. He's got great touchdown.
Here's Van Vliet from the arm. Rebound. And here's Minnesota now. Oh, it's stolen by Eason. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Keep shooting that, and it goes in.
Improvement, head coach Ime Udoka
Timeout,
said,
timeout.
quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to ensure that will carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. And Chris Finch has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Substitution on
Minnesota in the lead.
Here we go. Get it out. Quick.
To the paint.
We're back.
No good. The Rockets on offense.
Come on, box him out.
Left side, Whitmore.
Hey!
Outside, Eason.
Pick it out.
Oh, it's the foul! Thompson in the post.
Set it up.
Blocks it off the glass. Wow.
This is what Gobert is known for, his ability to swat shots away with ease.
Outside for Randall. Sinks the tray. Randall's got 8.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at it, so good. Heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Going with a steal. Back comes Houston in transition. 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Knocked loose.
I think he's gone completely dry.
You can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easy.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch.
48. The Rockets. 41.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. Rockets trail by 7. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, Amen Thompson. Incredible.
Stolen by Thompson. In transition, here they come. Good. Van Vliet's got his first 2 points.
Winner or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Left side, Conley.
Yo!
Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. He can't hit.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses. He's fighting those box outs, using his elbows.
I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
They've also found a lot of shots at the arc in this one and allowing their good shooters to tee it up.
Outside McDaniels. There's the screen.
Shoot it!
Away. Here's Smith.
Oh, gotta move, go! Yep. I see it.
Brooks outside. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And here's Conley. Here's Marion. 6 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
A throwback wing. Dylan Brooks is very comfortable working.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Both teams will make substitutions. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar too.
Edwards with the high field jam.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA. Showing zero fear. Thompson handles the pressure.
Come on, man, who got it all?
Way to go, man.
Randall outside.
Hey, yo, right here. I'm up.
Don't let him shoot that.
Rip that.
Thompson outside.
Go get it.
That's a miss. Shooting 7 for 14 from the floor. It deflects off the backboard. Brooks from outside. Offensive rebound. Game now all tied up.
This is huge for Smith's overall growth. Now, he wants to be a knockdown scorer in big-time spots.
Edwards with it. Now Thompson defending.
I got yours.
Stolen by Thompson.
Watch it.
Here's Smith. Out to Thompson.
Left side help. Shooting scam.
Here's Van Vliet. They get the go-ahead bucket. Van Vliet's got 4 points in the quarter. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stat.
Their defensive intensity has served them well.
Timeout.
The offense scrambling, it resulted in several steals.
They came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Left in the fourth quarter.
I got you.
Here's Marion. Outside Edwards. 5 to shoot. Deep three from Anthony Edwards.
Seems like Edwards never stops competing and believing right until the final buzzer.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Nice D from Reed.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
They'll probably slow things down.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Nice job by Reed there, getting the defense off balance a bit and drawing the foul.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So we get to both, and it's a 3-point game. What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
Picked by Smith. 3-pointer Van Vliet. Rebounded by Marion. 2-second difference between shot and game clock.
Yes! Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop.
And fellas,
shut up! Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Timeout.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What's the best strategy for him?
A chance to tie it up here.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Substitution on the court.
Hey, watch it. Possession here.
Hey, right there.
Pass to Easton.
Knock it down.
Outside, Green. Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.